Hello again everyone and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 98 of The Coin Vault has opened. Sorry for the delay there. I had to stop and restart the streaming software here. And sorry also that I was going to do it at 8 o'clock today and thought I'd do it a little bit earlier than the normal stream, and then things had to get pushed back to their normal time. But hello everybody, how are you all doing? I've got a couple rolls here ready. Still kind of celebrating here, a little bit exhausted here, but doing good today. Welcome Logan's Coins, welcome Sev Weber. David's comments have been taken care of. Welcome Accredited Coins. 2 ads. Alright, they're really laying them on thick. Sorry, I thought I would give the ads a try, see how they were. I'm curious also what kind of ads. It didn't really give me a way to customize it for the channel, so I'm curious what kind of ads you guys actually see, if they're good ones, bad ones. I'm just plain curious. But how's everybody's doing tonight? I got some coins out here. We'll start going through them. It's been kind of like a long, crazy day. Like eBay was kind of slow, just started to pick up right before the stream ended here. But I don't know, it seems like everybody is working on listing tons and tons of coins on eBay. I'm a little bit curious about it. It felt like the numbers were going down. I started to see YouTube videos about like all my listings on managed payments got yanked. And so it's just been a little bit curious. You just spent $180 on what, my friend? Well done. I'm curious of what you spent $180 on. Don't see anything on that one, so we'll keep on going here. I did end up going and looking up a bunch of the doubled eyelids that Spiked Head Die Crack was talking about. And so I feel like I have a little bit better idea if we run into any of those today. It has been done, Sev. It has been done. Welcome back, Accredited Coins. Is that what the double ad? You saw one and then the internet went out and then it made you watch another just to come back? That's no fun. Whoops. I don't think I zoomed out on that one. Silver Mercury Dimes, good job. And so yeah, there were so many different kinds of doubled eyelids, Spiked Head Die Crack. I had no idea. Some of them obviously were a little bit more obvious than others, for sure. I feel like there were some that I looked at and I'm like, even with, the nice photos that Chuck had provided, I still was like, some of these ones, I don't know, there's some that I would definitely pull aside, and then there were some that I was like, I can barely tell. I don't know if there's a mark on this one. I can almost feel like I can see something. Oh no, that's not good when the microwave is interfering with the Wi-Fi. But maybe it was you, Accredited Coins, but I've been loving all of the postings you've been putting on eBay. Your coins look great. But I've noticed, I was talking about for a couple days how all the numbers seem to just be dropping, like in the US coins PCGS graded section. The numbers were just dropping, like every day it would go down like 400, but they seem to be on the rise now. I almost felt like I could see something, directly out from the eye here. Thank you, Accredited Coins. Yes, may they both be with us today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, let's keep the good stuff going here. That one actually kind of looked like the one that we were looking at last night, in the aspect that it almost looks like there's like a little lamination peel. Maybe that's damaged there. Thank you so much, Accredited Coins. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping that the eBay gods stay good with us. $500 in modern Roosevelt. Nice. That is a good day. Well done. See what a little light box and some nice lighting. Were those ones all from your new listings? Well, now do you have backups for those ones, or are you gonna have to go and buy them all back again? Where is this silly eye? There it is. No, you gotta be good. Anybody can be good for a few hours. Just stay good and you'll be good. Well, now you just need to get some more here. Yeah, I sold a lot of modern, not modern proof ones, but I sold a lot of them a little while ago, and half the fun will be getting them all back again. If if it was, if they were some of the more common ones, it shouldn't be that hard. Um, I don't think I did see. Oh, on Twitter. I'm sorry, I didn't check my Twitter. I thought you said Instagram, and I was gonna say I don't think I saw them. Um, I did not see them on Twitter. I would remember that. I'm still getting used to using Twitter here. I don't have notifications to the Twitter, and otherwise I probably would have seen the messages. I normally would notice something like that when I am doing my listings. There's some tape over the eye here, but I kind of had a scrambled day where I was back and forth and everywhere and barely had enough chance. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Accredited coins, putting in like a $5 off if you buy three or more or something like that. It definitely works. It works both better for both people, because if somebody is already going to buy a couple things and they buy it all at the same time, it saves you money on shipping, and it saves them money. It's really win-win for everyone. It also helps if you have lower priced items. It helps because people are more apt to bundle them together, and then they're able to get those lower price. Like a lot of people will buy, the cheaper modern coins, and they'll use that, and then they save $5 off three coins, and it can usually then get them about three modern proofs for about $20. But then I just pay shipping on it once, and so I end up paying about half the shipping that I don't normally would on three coins. Yeah, and one thing that I haven't fully figured out yet is it seems like like I can set it up, but it's all the way the system runs on eBay. Kind of looks like there's some glue on the reverse of this one. Doesn't look natural. But I believe if someone does like a best offer, from what I can tell, when someone does a best offer, if they buy three and check out in the cart, it considers those items basically already purchased, and it doesn't seem to award the bonus to them. And I don't know if it's because people complained, like sellers complained to eBay and said, um, we already negotiated the price, and then they added this on. They're getting too many discounts. I'm not sure why, but for whatever reason, seems like eBay won't let someone, if one of the items or all the items has been like a best offer that's accepted, it seems like that is the final price. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. Here, spiked head. I kind of see like a little line. Oh, I did. I kind of see like a little line coming out of the eye there. I don't think it's big enough. Like the ones that I saw, like most of them looked a lot bigger and fatter and rounder. Yes, UPS is really, really, really slow. Yeah, $5 off is almost like getting one free. In some cases, it is getting one free. Let's zoom back out here. It's like looking for the eye here. It's like it's adding one more thing, and I will get it down here. I'm just still getting used to it. I get so used to routines, and I try to improve them. But I oftentimes repeat the same kind of mistakes over and over again. I think it's just muscle memory doing the same thing thousands of times. Indeed, that is not one. Thank you for confirming. Now I do not need to worry about whether or not it was. I like having some extra eyes looking over my shoulder. And I noticed that I feel like with the ones on copper coins too, like oftentimes you could see it, like the photos weren't even all that zoomed in. And it's interesting toning right there. I don't think that's one. It definitely looks interesting though. But I think we'll start to find them more regularly here. So it's definitely interesting. Like, I don't know, like I was trying to figure out, like exactly what all the benefits are of becoming a YouTube partner on here. I spent a bunch of the day with the eye on this one is pretty toasted, and I was hoping to get to do a lot more research today, just to try to figure out how to make things more fun here. And every time I tried to do research, I just got pulled away from the computer. It was one of those days where I had time, but it never worked out. Yeah, I want to figure out some more giveaways. I'd like to do some live giveaways, and like you said, we're almost up to episode 100. I can't even believe, like, I took a while before I started streaming on here just because I wanted to get my, PCGS inventory videos up, because that was, the whole reason I was doing things. So I waited till the first, but I can't even believe it's already 8/12. It's already like basically 3/4 of the way through the year, or almost, or no, not quite, 2/3 of the year. Let's call it that. A little over 2/3. Time goes by fast, especially when you're having a pandemic. I think YouTube does take like 30% of the super chat as a fee accredited coins. I will be able to confirm that in the future. I was able to, so far it shows nothing as far as what possible revenue has been. It shows, it just says something like loading estimated. Hey, I like old coins, welcome. You got a ad for a pair of glasses? Yeah, we've been, I just got partnered yesterday, and so I put on the ads yesterday. I'm just trying them out, see what happens. But I'm curious of what people are getting for ads. Like, I want to know, like, someone told me, like, something like, fancy looking silver car. Someone said that they had like a financial, like some guy sitting down trying to like teach them finances. So it's like I'm definitely interested to like what YouTube thinks. Someone else had once my videos ended, it would put like I don't know, it was like I don't know, like adult country or something like that. And so it'll be kind of interesting here to see. Yeah, I have a lot of packages. Like I have one package that I'm gonna have to open up a claim with the post office because it's gone. I have two or three that are like just showing late, but there's still a chance that they'll show up. But I haven't had any trouble. I saw an article today saying that like people at the like the government's taking the sorting machines out of the post office, and like the mail's just piling up there, and so basically it's just like sabotage. I'm just like, wow, if that's what's going on. It's like that's not what I paid for. I paid for like tracking, not for it to just be like left in a pile somewhere. That's new good. I like old coins as me. How many accounts are you gonna have, Logan? You should start a business, like just coming up with fun coin channel names, and you can like create like a spider's web, just like here we've got a Liberty Air. It's our first of the night. Normally we're rolling in them by now. See, you should make some of these accounts, Logan. Don't tell me that they're you, and then ask to be a mod, because like, but like see if you can trick me into making you a mod, or have a little bit of fun with it. There it is. I don't think I had to staple anything yet. I don't know what it takes to be a mod. Um, Hold on one second. All right, so that was a buy error. Let me find a pen. That, or if you can think of something better. All right, so we got our first buy there. Let's see if we can do better than that. You have to make me one. Oh, Seb's in the game for it too. Okay. All right. Here, I will make a promise. I will make someone here a mod tonight. Okay, I promise I will make a mod here tonight. That's a promise. That's like, cross my fingers. Oh wait, yeah, but cross your fingers in a good way. Like, there will be a mod tonight. The modding will begin. He's gonna destroy the world. +1. Did I just miss one? Or was that the buyer? Sorry, I was getting distracted with the mod doc. Alright, so we've got a mint mark to check. Yeah, I think I saw you on a channel at one point. I'm not remembering which one it was though. How is being a mod? Is it fun? It's kind of a different mint mark. It's kind of like got like a little leaf, like a leaf size part. So that was the 52. I feel like that one is a little bit different for the 52. I'm used to it like kind of like the little duck. +1 for the buy. Let's see if we can get to 10 of them tonight. Right, So I think we're going to start on the eye with this one. All right, if I can tell the difference between the eye and the top of the head. Yeah, my microscope really does not like to center itself in that one part right there. Yeah, I think Tyler was the first person to say something about, it's like, it seems to be the same person just listing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments on videos. They must just be creating website after website. It seems like they just create names, new accounts like every couple hours. It's kind of interesting, kind of not. But yeah, they seem like they're pretty persistent. I feel like if if you ban them or if you block one, they just create another one as fast as they do it. But at the same time, it's not, I guess I could just create blocked words. I know that YouTube will allow you to just, block the word, but I don't want to block the word girl or sisters or, it seems like that's just kind of going extreme. It's like most of the words that they're using are not necessarily like offensive words, but it's just, the way that they combine them. It's not really appropriate for, the kind of channel I'm doing. At the same time, it seems like YouTube should be like taking care of sites like that. I don't really understand why YouTube doesn't have the ability to, be able to focus and clamp down on that kind of thing. And maybe it just takes people, maybe it takes, yeah, but it's a different website every time. It's not the same website. Maybe there's like a couple different ones, but it's like, I feel like it's like it's like kind of like generated. I'm guessing that pretty much every time they do a comment, it's a brand new website. That they're just, I mean, that does seem expensive to do, but maybe the links all go to the same website. Yeah, I guess, there probably is only so many websites. You're probably right. That's probably just, like an extension of the same website. It makes it look a little bit different. Hey, Tomahawk Hunts Coins, welcome to the show. Nice to see you again. We may never know, Sev, how many other people in the channel is also Logan. We may never know. Logan is a man of many disguises, many accounts. I think we already zoomed here. How's your night going? You're not, because I get those comments on your videos too. And it's like all of YouTube. For all we know, it's YouTube who puts those comments on them, and that's why they don't disappear. And then I guess it probably falls down upon each channel to, maintain their comment section and moderate everything. It's like YouTube probably doesn't take any responsibility. I don't know. Have to find out. I just need to get a little bit more, I don't want, if I'm making a video, I don't want to stop the video in its place to go and delete a comment. It's like I normally just wait till the end of the day and clear them all off, but when other people see them, it's definitely not the point. So I should just make it a habit to delete them. I guess I figured the faster I did it, I figured the faster and more time that they would put into it. So I figured if I just kind of ignored them, they would stop. But Apparently they think that my videos are worth their time of going and putting them up. Like, I assume that it's a bot that does it and it's not a real person. I think if it was a real person, they would probably go and find another website that they would get more views for their stuff on. Because I'm tiny compared to other places, but maybe that's the point. Maybe the bigger places have better systems in place to take care of them. But we've been monetized for over 24 hours now. And thank you guys all for the support. It looks like Logan pointed out we will be having our 100th episode here in a couple days. It's Wednesday nights, and I think we're on episode 98. So we'll be reaching 100 by Friday night probably. So that should be fun. Have to figure out. I think that we should have some sort of like fun thank you, or at least a party. Not only will it be 100 episodes, but it'll be we got monetized this week. This one here looks like an RPM on the bottom here. The bottom serif looks split to me. I'm not sure if I see it on the top, but maybe we can move it around here. I feel like I can see the top. It's not. It's kind of the wrong angle. Let's flip it upside down. I think I just saw it was the 57D. But definitely the bottom looks like one there. I don't really see it as strong on the top. But yeah, it's a 57D. We'll check out the eye up here. Minor RPM number 2. And I think the eye there looks pretty clear. Minor RPM number 2, plus 2. So we had a buy error and we had an RPM. What will we find next? Alright, let's start with the eye here. No mint mark on this one. I need to stop stop buying things at the auctions and buy myself a second microscope, or maybe someone can put up a coin lot with a microscope in it so that I have to buy a new one. Because I'd like to get a second microscope here so that we can take a look at things while we keep on looking. It just seems like a very efficient use of time and no more focusing in and out, in and out. That would be super awesome. So maybe a little die chip here. It's kind of an interesting one if it is. Maybe just flattened. Little die chip on the wheat ear. Some mint mark. We'll zoom in on the eye and then we'll keep on moving. We will try to focus on the eye. I feel like I have to go out just a little bit more. There we go. I don't see anything there. So how's everybody doing tonight? If anyone here hasn't joined any of the giveaways, there are currently 3 PayPal Cash giveaways. You guys can find at the bottom of the description. I think one doesn't end until the 20th, so the next one ends in like 10 days or 8 days. But this weekend I'm going to put up a 4th one as well. I'm going to try to keep 4 up, maybe just have them end on the weekends. And then maybe we'll just start doing them every day or something. I feel like that would be a good way to do them. I feel like I guess maybe I can have them end at like 10 o'clock instead of at midnight, but maybe we could do it that there is a giveaway ending every night on every stream. That would be kind of cool. I was finally able to connect with the giveaway from 2 days ago from, what was it, Sunday night? I think it was Jason. And his email address didn't work, but then he reached out to me through Instagram today, and so I was able to get him his prize. No one knows who you are. And so I was glad that I was able to pay him out. It was kind of interesting. It looked like he preferred to get paid out with Great British pounds. And so I paid some pounds out tonight. It's my first time giving pounds out here on the stream. But that was definitely different. Yeah, the first email that he gave me, it would not let me pay it out. And then at the same time, I was like, what if whatever emails that these people are giving me in the contest, if they're like connected to like some like organized crime or terrorism or something, and I'm like, like small time YouTube streamer accused of, like funding terrorism, like it's like, I want to watch my watch out or watch number. I feel like sometimes like on my early streams, if I said like different words, all of a sudden I saw like my watches go up like a couple, like, there's definitely some keywords I feel like most people try not to say on their stream as to draw attention to themselves, but no, I went down one. So that's not a word to say on the stream if you want to keep people here. But yeah, they're supposed to be fun, the giveaways. They're not supposed to be like supporting terrorism. I'll put that on record. I was just trying to make things fun while everyone was like having to deal with a pandemic here. So let's see, a 58. Wanted to look. I feel like that was almost seeing some. It's probably machine doubling. It's like the kind of some hairy eyes here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see anything. It's funny, like there almost looks like there's something sticking out of the eye there, but I think it's just that there is no. Well, it does kind of look like there's something sticking out of the eye. It just like goes into like some green stuff. Also looks like it like continues on through the eye. I don't think the double dye is kind of continued on through the eye. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. You say it isn't too good, but it works. Well, that's a start. You can always improve it afterwards. And it's probably having an intro is better than having no intro. Maybe one of these days, like years from now, when I have a couple extra minutes, I should make an intro for my channel. It's definitely seems like it's just me staring at the camera every time we open up. I mean, on my short PCGS videos, like I could add like a 2-minute long intro onto every one, and like it would be awesome. Does it give you an option at the beginning of shows when you add an intro onto your video? Like, can you add like a skip intro button? Because that would be kind of cool to like, make a long, elaborate one. Hey, metal detecting with Austin Simpson. I believe Josam C won it. I believe that was his name, but he won the GA. I had trouble, it wouldn't let me send his email, and I sent him an email saying, hey, won't let me send it to you. Why don't you try checking your email before I pick someone else for the prize? And then they contacted me through Instagram and gave me another email, and that one worked. So I was happy to like get that one done, because it took me a day before I could actually like, have the time to like try to deal with it and send him out the prize. And then it took most of a day to like actually get it done, which I'd like to think, I'd like to just have things streamlined, but I just didn't have time to make the video to announce the winner. Which I guess we kind of did live here, but welcome Metal Detecting with Austin Simpson. How's your night going? Hopefully good. Hopefully very good. Take a look at the S on the front. For some reason it just looked a little bit more doubled. I don't think I know of anything that would be... No, just a little mark on it. I think that's the only thing I saw. I think if this is a 49, I'm just getting in the habit of checking these eyes now. It's kind of interesting. This one actually I think it's probably just a little damage there, but there actually looks like there's something kind of in front of it, but I didn't go through every single thing. Nice. Flying Eagle Scents make nice logos. Make nice logos. Logan. That would definitely be cool. Yeah, I think when I feel like I want to make my logo a little bit better. I just picked one of my favorite coins as my logo. And I would like to spice it up a little bit. Make it a little bit more recognizable than just a flying eagle. Because it seems like everybody else that I notice, like, when you see a channel, like, you see it, you remember it. Like Tomahawk Hunt's coins there, nobody's gonna forget THC. It's like, it sticks out there. Simple, effective, remains in your brain. THC. Pretty nice bright 1957. This doesn't have, well, it's got a little bit of green on it. But I like 1957 Ps. I like them a bit. Maybe a little dye chip on there. I think I'm going to give this one a flip. I know that you can still get 1957 Ps relatively easy and high grade, but I don't see why I should let one of these go to waste. And so hopefully I'm going to have time. I definitely have a lot more ideas for the channels here. I have a lot of kinds of coins that I haven't shown you guys yet. I know that we kind of took a break. We were having like mint cello month pretty much. We spent like at least a week there in the 70s, but I've got at least a week, maybe 2 weeks in the 60s here for you guys. And then I probably have like a month worth of mint cello proof wheat cents for you guys. And I've been picking up a ton of mint sets. So I don't know if you guys would like to see a bunch of mint sets, like early proof ones. But it seems like it would be fun. I kind of want to like open them all, cut them up. But I'm also kind of feeling like I want to wait and save them for when I'm going to do like my first bulk submission, which I feel like I've been talking about for a little while and I still haven't done it yet. And so that's one of the things I have in the works. I believe I have enough coins to do another roll of Flying Eagle cents. I was kind of wanting to do some episodes of, basically like hunting for errors in high-grade PCGS slabs. I have a lot of slabbed coins, as you guys know, and I figure, if we were able to find, some nice varieties and like some mint state 66 coins, that would be pretty awesome. It's like most of the time when I'm, looking, like say copper coins, when you go to look at an RPM or like the prices for them, I feel like they all stop at MS65. And it's like I'm wondering how much the jump is once you go up to an MS66 coin. Is that like a little bit out of place there? Is that like a doubled eyelid like all the way over there? Let me just grab another coin. For some reason that little, I'm not used to looking at the eyes as much. Okay, maybe that's there. Hold on, I'm just skipping around here. I just wanted to look at a couple other coins to compare. And there's the eye. I mean, maybe that's some sort of damage, like up above the eye, or on the eye there looks like there's damage, and then above the eye there looks like there's damage. But just that that little extra bump, like right at the top of the nose there, that doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. I don't remember seeing a doubled eye like that, but that one definitely looks interesting to me. I don't know if you're still in the chat, Spiked Head Die Crack, but if you are, let me know what you think of that one. And I think I will put that one to the side, because that one definitely interested me, and as we look at a bunch of different ones here, we can see if we find something else kind of like that as well. But it's one of the things, like looking at a bunch of coins, it's like sometimes you have to look at a bunch of coins to kind of realize what is different. Okay, it'll come right up in just another second. We'll just look through these ones. I think I basically already looked at the eye on this one, but we will basically right where the nose meets the forehead. There just looked like there was like kind of like an eyelid size bump. You know, it looked raised up. So here it is. And so it's, you know, the eye is right there, the eyelid's right there, and then there's like this chunk of metal. And maybe it's somehow damaged, but it kind of reminded me of an eyelid there, just grossly out of place. Oh, so you think that one looked like one? The modder, make me make me a mod. Yeah, I kind of like that guy. Let's check out this one. I will flip up that other one. So maybe we'll have some luck. Where am I at? Not this one. Right now I'm going to be seeing things in tons of them. Alright. Onward here. We need to find a couple more RPMs. I feel like we are running behind there. It's like, is that like a little die chip on his head? Oh yeah, there's like a big die crack on his head. Is that a spiked head die crack there? I like how this die crack is in the shape of a brain. flip that one. I like this one. Little die chip on the back. Oh nice, it looks like we got a mod. It is the moderator. Welcome to the channel, moderator. Alright, so that one, die crack, or a die break. What else can we find in here? I feel like one thing we've barely seen on this channel, I feel like we've only seen like 2 or 3 cuds. Like all the cuds I've found have been like right down here on the base of the jacket. One kind of looked like it had a shark tail, and one looked like it had like a dolphin fin. They were both very similar, and I liked both of them very much. They were definitely keepers. I put my name, a Traveler's Mod, once had people confused about my channel name, and I don't get to be a mod. Unfair. I'm never watching you again until I'm a mod. Well, how will you know when you're a mod? I put a name, Traveler's Mod, once. They are fairly rare. Yeah, for some reason I thought that like cuds were less rare, but I think that I found that a lot of the coins that I thought initially had a cud, I think that a lot of them turned out to just be like kind of like a rim damage. Looks like a nice little die chip there. Looks like a pretty fat one, and it's actually not very crushed at all. That'll work, Logan's Coins. I'll miss you though. So I'll flip this one up here. I think I wrote die crack on that one. It was just a chip. I will know what it was when I take a closer look. Yeah, most of the time when I find a die chip, they have, they've been pretty much flattened. Like that one actually somehow looked like it, barely had received any damage to it, which was surprising to me. Almost looks like Lincoln has like a second eyeball. It's probably just a scratch. I'm assuming that since it's dark and looks like it goes down, that it's just a scratch. Just an interesting place for one. It's like in a very well kind of protected area there. Also, one of the other things that I have is, besides these rolls, I put like thousands and thousands of what I thought were better looking wheat pennies into like little plastic bags. Um, and so like I'm curious, part of me wants to take them all out of those little plastic bags because I feel like coins don't really want to be like trapped in plastic. But I'm a little bit curious to how those have aged. They've been in there like 10, 20 years. On the bright side, they haven't been being touched by anything other than the plastic that they're being touched with. I don't even know who that guy is. I'll probably unmoderate them at the end of the show. They've just been sitting there quiet. They're not getting into any trouble though. Not yet. I'll take their mod away if they start getting in trouble. I think initially when I put the coins in the little plastic bags, I thought that I would just be selling them all off quickly. And somehow that just never, ever, ever happened. I just kept buying more coins and more coins. And it's like, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know which one it is. I started watching that show Hoarders. And so at that point, it was time to like, get all the storage auction wins that I'd won out of the house. And then I started to kind of, I figured, okay, I have like 10,000, I don't know, maybe it was like 20,000 rolls. I had a lot of rolls of wheat pennies, and I pretty much started to sell them, and I bought Flying Eagle cents and started buying graded coins, just because it seemed like it made more sense to have, a less amount of, higher grade coins, than having, more coins than I could like physically move in a day. It just didn't seem like a good day. Welcome back, accredited coins. But lots of coins. I feel better. I feel lighter without that many rolls, but I do kind of miss them. And now it's like I'd like to kind of at the same time buy that many high grade rolls of coins. But I remember what it's like. But I'd really like to have like a huge mass of beautiful high grade coins, like just original bank wrap rolls, like get as many wheat penny rolls as I can. I'm not sure about this one here. There's like, I feel like I saw a couple gouges, like there's a gouge right there, and I can't tell if this is a die chip. I guess when we come in we'll have a better idea. I just don't know if that was like deposited from, kind of looks like a die chip. It's just kind of a funny look, and I'm not focusing, my microscope is spinning in its little holder here. It's a little better. I feel like when I see that one in person, it looks like a little die chip on his forehead. On the front of his forehead. I feel like I see die chips like on the back of the head a bunch, but not nearly as much on the front. Which it is possible it was just a chunk of metal that was scraped up. Let me move my microscope closer. Not only is it spinning in it, but it seems like it kind of like moves away from me as I do the show. Is that an RPM? Or is that just damage? Like if you look at the bottom serif, oh, also the top serif. $53. It's not the kind of RPM I'm used to seeing. But it's like if you look at the top, there's like a split, but it doesn't go, from the end and split it in half. It's kind of like but it's like the one on the bottom there, or like that part on the bottom, that's what I saw first. And then looking more, I don't know if that is one. You have high grade 1955S at 20 a roll and 56 and 57. Nice. Are they unopened or is it like a tube roll? There we go. Like 57 is a really, really nice roll. I remember when I was buying, circulated rolls like 20 years ago. I think they're still on eBay, but there was an eBayer called Ice Cube, I believe was their username. And they had like, I feel like they had like every single year of like original bank wrapped rolls. And then like one by one they started to sell, and it's like, years later I was like, I wish I had been buying up all those when they were available instead. Tubes ready for grading. Nice. Are you going to get them graded or are you selling them? I guess I can put this one aside here and look up on copper coins. It's like, I don't know, just the fact that there's a line on the top too. It's just, I feel like I've seen one like that, but it goes all the way across the top. And this one only goes about a third of the way. And then, I do see like a bunch of mashed metal inside. Nice. What do you, I believe I have a lot of 1955 S's already graded at MS66. I don't remember how many. I feel like 54S and 55S, I have quite a few. The 57Ps, like 57Ps are always good. Like, whether it's like MS65, 66, like those are really, really easy to sell. And that's what makes me sad is like, say like, when I was like roll hunting, finding just a 1957p, it was not that easy. Like, you divide up an entire bag of 5,000 count unsearched, and you'll be lucky if you find one 1957p. It seems like you should be finding a bunch of them. At least that's how the bags I was looking through were. And so it's like I thought that these were all going to be money here, and they kind of are. I feel like people like 1957p. But it's like then when you can still get like original bank wrapped of like nice high quality ones, it's well, maybe if at some point I'm gonna, maybe I will attempt to buy some of those off you in the future. I'm still trying to buy mostly graded here, just because I have so much raw at the moment. But that might be something fun to go through the show. But just to like look through and see what we can find, and I am wanting to do some grading in the future. This one looks like it's got some kind of random little raised bits in front of the eye here. Almost reminds me a little bit of the one we were looking at last night. Thumbs up, lurkers. Thanks to Credited Coins. Sometimes they do, you never know. Sometimes they're just waiting. I go to shows and I totally forget. I'll just start watching, and if somebody doesn't say something to me, I totally forget to hit the thumbs up. And so when I do remember, I try to remind everybody else. That one looked like one to you. I definitely felt like there was something raised in front of the eye there, like kind of like little pieces, but just wasn't positive. I just put it to the side. I didn't put it in the roll. This one looks like it might have some potential. Damage? I think the light is playing tricks on me. I'll turn it to the side anyway, just to check it out again. No. I say no. Trying to focus in on the eye there. Almost looks like a tiny little piece of something comes out. Like of pretty much the eye there. Take a look at the reverse, then we'll take a look at the front again because I think I just tried to zoom straight in on the RPM because I thought I saw something. And then we flip up that other one. It's funny, like I bought like dustless flips, but they seem like they totally, they have like static and they just suck the dust towards them. I definitely recommend y'all get like dustless flips though, because otherwise it's like madness. So I'll have to go and compare these after on like Copper Coins or Variety Vista. Just I wanna like, you know, just learn a little bit more about them. I did spend some time today checking them out. I don't think that I got to go through every single date. I feel like by habit I'm just starting to look, which is good. Thank you Spiked Head Die Cracked for just kind of like pushing me to continue to look there, because I had kind of given up. I remember when I first started roll hunting, you know, I would basically look at the wheat ears for chips on the reverse. If I saw anything interesting, I'd look at the date and I'd look at Liberty and I'd look at the wheat ears, and that's just what I would do with every coin. And you know, since then I feel like for a while there was also like a time I looked at the L, because I would definitely find like what kind of looked like a raised, you know, like a little bar underneath, or like sometimes I feel like it would be, there would be like the L would get squished to the side. Kind of like interesting like little steps underneath the L there. Thank you, Accredited Coins. What, did you just sell $500 more dimes? What has happened? Thank you, Accredited Coins. You're awesome. Thank you. I think that is just whatever, like it's like whatever all these other little brown parts are here. You're gonna spoil me, Accredited Coins. Alright, so that was the end of the first roll here. Looks like we ended up with like a little stack. So I can give you guys, you just packaged them up. Awesome. Now it's buy time. Now you get to like buy them back cheaper. Like today I got a coin. I had gotten a, alright, why I talk. Which one do you guys want? You want the square roll that says 33? Or you want the mystery roll that is round? I think it's a mystery roll here. But yeah, I got a bunch of coins in from a big lot. There was like 100 coins all ending at the same second, like 2 weeks ago almost now. It's just some random Tuesday sale with like a whole person's collection, like just all mint state coins from like the teens and 20s and 30s. And so like I had like no money. I had like $100, so I bet on them and then like paid for them like a day later. But those came in, but it was like at least one of the coins I owned before, and so I like adding in the registry number, and then it's like, you bought this in 2014 and sold it for this. And it's like, I always like the feeling when I'm buying back the coin that I sold, that I know is a good coin because I bought it and sold it, and then I'm buying it back for less than I paid for it, like years later. It's not a bad thing. Oh yes, absolutely. Hopefully they buy a bunch of Jeffersons. I bought a lot of Jeffersons. I haven't sold a Jefferson nickel since I bought a bunch of dimes, quarters, half dollars, sold them. I think I'm gonna like go easy on Jefferson nickels here unless they're like a super deal. Squares are awesome, it is. Yeah, I think the last one, I can't remember. I think the last one might have been a square. Oh. Alright. Well, the square is everywhere now. We got 2.5 stacks and a small pile. So it looks like these are mostly brown. They really are random here. And this one is looking fairly circulated. But yeah, I feel like I need to like just take like just a day off of buying auctions and, you know, just get squared up with everything. That L just looks so thick. And then come back with a storm. Just get even on all my bills. Get a little bit ahead in bills, and then come back and then just buy everything on eBay. Just pick a category and buy it out every day. Like the good old days. Alright, so here we're in the 40s and I'm still checking out the eyes. Is it even possible for us to find a double? I guess you said there was 1943, so if there's a 1943, I don't see why we couldn't find a doubled eyelid. But I imagine there's probably a good chunk of time when you cannot find them. Otherwise, I feel like everybody would be talking about doubled eyelids all the time. Thank you again, Accredited Coins. I can't thank you enough. It's going to give me some nice data points here on YouTube because I don't think I'm going to have any revenue to otherwise be able to like kind of track progress, and so you're going to give me like these like nice giant columns on my streams, and it's going to look super impressive, and it'll definitely keep my hope up that to keep working hard here. I mean, I would be doing this, you know, regardless, because I enjoy it. But it's like, if, you know, there's always that part. It's like, I would just like to do this for a living someday. And I guess that is what I'm doing right now, because, well, I guess eBay pays my bills. This is for fun. I think those are just scratches. It kind of looked fun there for a moment. 40s as well. Excellent. We shall keep searching the 40s. Yeah, I really do need to like just make a point to like try to learn one different variety, one different kind of error every day, and just do more and more research. I feel like I tried to learn a bunch of stuff today. Just every time I would try to do something I wanted to do today, there would almost be a fire or something. Something would go horribly, horribly wrong. Yes, no, there is an abundance of opportunity in this world. All you have to do is look around, and it is everywhere. It is awesome. And it's like I feel like right at the time that I saw Chris's video on abundance and opportunity, it was like right at that point I was like starting to realize just how much that was true. And then when I saw his video, it was exactly what I needed to be seeing. Like, you know, the whole thing about imposter syndrome and stuff too. It was like I felt like I had like said everything. It was just like a perfectly timed video. It like really, really, really hit home. And if anyone here hasn't seen Chris Tisdale, he has a coin table here on YouTube, and I feel like he's even bigger on Instagram. I think when I saw it, I think he had like 18,000 followers or something like that. And it's like when I first saw him here on YouTube, he only had a few hundred followers. I was like, I watched some of his videos. I'm like, dude, you're awesome. You're gonna be huge. Like, and then I go and see his Instagram. I'm like, oh, you're already huge over there. You must have just opened an account this morning. And it's like I like his videos. Like I wish he would do a little bit more, but maybe I feel like he knows what he's doing. So I'll let him do what he's doing because I feel like he knows what he's doing. I don't think I checked out the eye on this one. I'm getting better at talking and working at the same time though. When I streamed video games, if I talked, I died in the game. Like it was like literally, it's like, oops, start talking again. Sorry everyone, I won't do that again. We'll start with the eye here. And are there other places you would recommend taking looks at every time spiked head die crack? I mean, I guess it probably depends on, you know, you probably look at, you know, the date and the mint mark and then immediately know which areas you are wanting to go. Maybe you search everywhere on every one because you're looking for something new, something amazing. Some of these coins I will wonder why they're in here, but hopefully we will be surprised. I feel like the 5 and the 9 here look a little bit bigger than normal. They also look pretty flat. I can find Lincoln's face here. It must be somewhere over here. There it is. Wow. Some beautiful machine damage on this one. It's like, I don't know if like the S is just totally like, kind of like the entire thing got pushed up. I feel like that's some impressive doubling. I bet that's like probably visible all the way out here. I can see the S, but I can't see the rest of it as well. I feel like that would totally make me look though. I'd be like, what did I find? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's like you think you won the lottery for just a few seconds. The base of the U in trust. Interesting. I feel like that's not a place I've looked very much. Same with the E pluribus unum. I feel like even when I search the back, I feel like I generally skip over E pluribus unum. Or actually, you know what? I do check E pluribus unum um, on wheat pennies, but the memorials, when I'm going around because the E pluribus unum it's not in the same place, that's when I skip it. But I guess I have been skipping it here. I feel like when I go through, the mint cellos and the higher graded coins, I feel like I search the entire thing. This one kind of looks like there is a little notch coming out of the eye. Or not a notch, but just like a little elongation there. I'm also trying to see, it also kind of looks like there maybe is a scratch to the left of it, so I don't know if that is also a scratch. Oops. Should probably check this one out here again. You were saying you like the U up here? Like a little tiny, little something on the bottom of them. But at the same time, I'm not used to seeing what the bottom of the U really looks like on these. Looks like the 4 kind of looks like it's been peeled back and applied over itself. And so when you're looking for a doubling in the E pluribus unum on the reverse, I feel like I've seen the little dots in between here. They kind of look like an oval or like an egg shape. Get focus there a little bit better. Maybe someday I can make you a mod, Logan. How many accounts do you have now, Logan? Do you just keep changing the name on the different accounts, or do you really have that many accounts? The base of the U in trust is thicker than the upper right, then it's possible you have only 3 of them. So, just curious, like you have a channel now, like you technically have 2 channels now. Why is it that you're not, do you want to be a mod? Do you want to like build your channel up? Like why not, focus like on your channel? Like why would you rather mod than work on your channel? Like it seems like you do really well on your channel. That one looks pretty crushed up there. Kind of missed the last roll now. The last roll, the coin seemed a little bit brighter. I'm lost. Let's try this again. There's a nose. I found a nose. That looks like some damage there. And it's kind of hard sometimes to see everybody that's in here, but if there's anybody new to the channel and you guys came for the gauze, there are 3 open gauze in the description below the video. I think the next one ends in 8 days. I normally have 4 going, but I'm trying to get them in a staggered position. They were all kind of bunched up, so there'll be another one added this weekend. But I wish you guys luck. Join as many times as you guys like, or as many times as it'll let you. I guess that makes sense. And what time is it? What time is it there, Logan? Hey Blue Sandy, welcome to the channel. Yeah, that's one of the problems with the hockey stick one. I swear I feel like I see hockey sticks, like the L in Pluribus. I feel like I see ones that look like a hockey stick, like all the time, Spiked Head. Okay, so you're on the same time. I was afraid that it was like later. I couldn't remember. Hey Blue Sandy, I had a question. So I turned on the monetization on a bunch of the channels last night before I went to bed just to see how it would affect things. I know you were doing scavenger hunts, and then I was like, wait, would someone have to watch a video for every single different one? And so I wanted to ask you if it was spamming out commercials, or if it just has somebody watch one and then it's done with them. Some nice machine doubling on this one. Some nice damaged coins. But welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good night. I feel like normally I've asked you if you're having a good night and you say, okay. I hope you're having a much better than okay night. Looks like some maybe machine damage on the U there. Look at the T just getting pushed up. Yeah, I probably got so excited when I found this 1939S here. I probably thought that I found a double die and was so happy. I probably went to bed feeling so good. When you signed on, it gave you a few commercials. Yeah, it's I'm just trying to figure out if it's even worth it. I just wanted to turn it on, see how what people thought of it. I was also curious what kind of commercials. So it's that's one of the questions I've been asking. I'm just what kind of commercials would be placed on my kind of videos? I feel like I've heard quite a few different cars, financial stuff. It's just kind of interesting. Huh. Can't tell if that almost looks like it has a sharp shiny. Yeah, that's probably just a little like scratch or gouge there on top. I don't know, maybe I need to look at another one. Glasses. Yeah, someone else said that it gave them an ad for glasses too. Political and hardware store. Yeah, I'm just like curious of how they like identify or like why they do the ads that they do. It's, I don't know. And that was the other thing too. Is like I wanted to go in and do it, but then I was like, wait, if I go and watch my own videos and watch ads on my videos, like I'm pretty sure they're gonna like ban me from YouTube and say it's like fraud or something. Like maybe YouTube has a way of just not counting those videos, but I didn't want to take a chance. I don't want to get like build up an account for a year and then like, oh, you're banned. You committed fraud the first day you had the opportunity to do something. All right, so we found a buyer. I want to look at the back of Lincoln's head. Oh, we got some toning. This is a pretty coin. I mean, it's probably AU or brown. It's got some toning on the reverse. We got many colors. I think I'm maybe gonna pop this one. Maybe I'll flip it over one more time, but I think I'm gonna flip it, put it in a flip here. I just feel like I'm gonna damage it if I touch it anymore. And then we'll zoom in and look at all the different parts. Pretty toned. I feel like that one just came out of like, kind of like brown wasteland. Area a person's in and what they look like. Yeah, I was like, because that was one thing I was concerned, like I didn't want to put ads and then like not have people watch anything, and I didn't want to do ads and then have no one want to look for scavenger hunts. Because I have plans for the scavenger hunts. Like I'm gonna do some cool scavenger hunts and make it fun. I definitely don't want the scavenger hunts. Look how big the L on the left is compared to the one on the right. Looks so much thicker. The wheat stalks are a little worn. Let's take a look at those. Yeah, they are. They really are. You were correct. I still think it's pretty, and it still has a nice buy error on this one. Yeah, I feel like if I talk about something in front of my computer, I feel like all of a sudden I start getting advertisements for it. I'm just like, and so it's like I've almost like started like trying to test it. Like I'll be like, I really want a dog. I really want a dog. Like I'm thinking about getting a dog, and then see if like all of a sudden I start getting advertisements for like looking for a dog or try this pet food or just and it's so interesting how invasive, like how many cameras, microphones we all have in our lives. Like when 10 years ago nobody would want that kind of stuff in their house. I know I did have like an Amazon Echo, and it just started turning itself on too many times. And like I would look at, when you have like the app attached to your phone, you're able to see all the different requests that have been made or all the times it listened in. And it was like 100 times. I feel like 100 things were said on it that was not me asking. It was just using its own wake words. And here I missed one spot I wanted to check out. I forgot to look at the back of the head here. And maybe it is just damage. Lots for dogs and adoptions. Okay, that is definitely looks like damage, unless that's like a wheat ear. Let's say that's damage. So it's a damaged by air now. It would have looked so much nicer. A toned damaged by air. See if there is a mint mark on here. We'll check out a random U and trust. It's looking pretty worn here. We got another buyer. Now we're picking up. It's like normally we get, I feel like we get a lot, because it was definitely one of the easier things to spot. And I haven't, you know, searched for these in a long time, but I feel like when I stopped looking, it was like maybe like I'd find one in a 5,000 count bag. I'd like to think that there's still that many out there. Was it a dog adoption or like adoption? Mm-hmm. That's kind of genius. Like, if you had like a radio show and you made your radio name like that, like for it to be Access Turn On Rock 102, and the Kindle would start playing 102. It's like a radio station responsible for waking an army of nanotechnology. It's like they were all just sitting there dormant, waiting for a wake word. It does look like there is a little something to just directly out from the eyelid there. I feel like you guys can see it. Just I'll put it right in the middle of the screen here. I feel like one of the ones that we were looking at earlier was kind of like that there. I don't have them all memorized other than going and looking at a bunch of different ones. I don't know, like sometimes when I am playing games, Logan, because I do like games, but I haven't played one in over a year now. But I do like them, I just haven't played them in forever now. I'll have to change that sometime in the future. But I liked it when I was, you know, playing a game or something, and then an ad for a new game that I'd never seen before comes on. And then I'd get like really excited. I like it when they like put the right ad and then it's like, oh, I haven't seen that before. I want to play that. That looks awesome. I don't know. For some reason, I keep seeing Civilization 6, and I keep seeing it, and it reminds me of the Civilization game when I played, because it's like the 6th version of it. But it looked like it would be fun to play. Hey AIFG, welcome. LA in the house. Welcome to the channel. How's your night going? We're just looking through a couple rolls of coin concentrates from my roll hunting days here. We found a couple buy errors, a couple doubled eyelids, skull crack. Just a little bit here and there. We found an RPM. But welcome to the channel. And we've got a couple giveaways going. They're in the description at the bottom of the video. I think the next one doesn't open or end for 8 days, just because the last one just ended like a night ago. But there will be 4 of them up regularly here in the future. We're going to keep going with them. And I'm also going to add some more scavenger hunts because Blue Sandy here has been having a good time finding them all. And so I'm going to need to add some more, which I'm psyched about, because when I do send off her package, when she's ready for me to do that, my desk is going to be cleared, and then I can make another pile of giveaways on my desk. And now that we are a YouTube partner, we should hopefully be able to incorporate some of the ways to do the scavenger hunt. I have been a YouTube partner now for like 24 hours. I've been streaming for about eight months here, and I've been doing the channel for a little over a year. AI Downtown Live, Fernando Garcia. Cool. There will, the new scavenger hunts that I'm going to do, Logan, will have clues, and they will be, they will be more fun-based. You'll have to jump through some hoops, but there will be hoops that you make progress on. It won't just be like sheer luck. So know the ones here in the future aren't going to just be sheer luck. Thank you for thank you for participating with the scavenger hunt, and I'm so glad that you found one, Logan. Well, how's your night going tonight, AIFG? We're having a pretty good night here so far. Accredited Coins has totally spoiled me. He dropped a bunch of super chats, and it was funny, like yesterday before the stream, I got an email 5 minutes before the stream started saying, you've been accepted into the YouTube partner. And so I had like 5 minutes just to like look at the monetize settings, and so I'm like, I'll set up super chat, and I'll put a commercial, like a skippable commercial on here. And then like as soon as I start the stream, like a minute later, he drops the super chat. And then tonight he did, and I was like totally never expecting to get one. So it was kind of cool. It was a fun time. That's good, Blue Sandy, because I have like multiple I have multiple packages in the mail that are lost right now. The tracking insurance doesn't seem to be helping. I saw an article today saying that a bunch of the sorting machines at the post office were getting removed. And I was like, okay, that explains why my packages are just, after 2 days of mailing, they all of a sudden say, they say like, arriving on time, and then they say arriving late. And then they just don't update. I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't get tracking on all my packages if tracking just the 2 kinds of tracking: arriving on time, arriving late, and then no delivery confirmation. A super mod you. There is an idea. Right, so we'll zoom in here on the mint mark. We'll check out the eye. Looks like maybe some machine doubling. I feel like I caught. Maybe it's just some grime. And so we've been turned on to looking at the eye here. And we were able to find a couple double dyes there, thanks to is it spiked eye? Where's my head? Spiked head die crack. I was thinking spiked dye. but he's been asking me to look at the eye of Lincoln because there is a bunch of doubled eyelids there, which is something I knew about, but I never had any luck finding anything there, so I stopped. And he's requested that I did, and so now we're looking there, and we found a couple. So that's really cool because I am not good with double eyes. I'm good with finding other errors on coins, but not doubled eyes. Not one here. That's why we have lots and lots and lots of them, so we can keep looking. I have not seen the new nickels. What are they like, Blue Sandy? Tell me about them. I hope they are really cool. I don't know, like, I've never been super into nickels. Like, when I started buying and trying to do new coins, I did just buy a bunch of nickels for the first time, graded ones. But like I bought a bunch of nickels, I bought a bunch of dimes, quarters, half dollars, dollars for my store. Everything basically had really good sales except for I haven't sold a nickel. So I'm thinking I'm not going to buy any more nickels, or I will buy some nickels if they're like just a crazy good deal. But at the same time, what is a crazy good deal if you're not able to sell the coin? So that's kind of the predicament I'm in. I will check the messages on Twitter. Thank you for pointing out that you sent them so that I can be sure to check. And yeah, I need to get more active in most of my social media. I didn't even have social media until about 7 weeks ago, I think. I just had YouTube, and then I got a Facebook account, a Twitter account, Instagram, Pinterest, Blogger, Tumblr, Mix, Reddit, just pretty much anything I could think of. I joined them all. And Instagram, I'd say, has been by far the best. But you know, that one's grown really fast. I think I'm up to like 1,200 people in like 7 weeks or so. So that's just been really fast. But the one, I feel like Twitter, like I have more people following me than I'm following. But I haven't really been active, and so I feel like there's a lot of potential there to grow. We got a buy error, almost in zoom, and we got a lamination error just kind of running across here. I believe we can zoom back in and check that out. But we have basically the B and the E fully connected. And we'll check out, we'll make sure that that is actually, yeah, that's a lamination error. You can tell by the way it just kind of zigzags and goes, you know, it's not constant. So we know that it's not just a scratch going across. So we'll take a look at the reverse, see if we can find a third error on this coin, because it seems to just be coming on. I'm gonna have to catch up in chat in 1 second. There are W's. Is this the Washington quarter? Nice. Alright, so that was a buy error and a lamination. Yeah, I post on Twitter like every day pretty much, because once I post a YouTube video, I go and share it with all the other accounts. But I feel like I have the keyword thing kind of down. It seems to be working, but I feel like I could, you know, I should be more active, like you're saying, and, you know, talk and participate in things. you know, really check out what other people are doing. It's hard because it's like I only have so much time in the day. My primary is pretty much, you know, making my videos for my eBay listings. You know, that's how this all started, was making my videos for eBay. And then, you know, I wanted to make videos that had more substance than just, you know, looking at a single coin. And so, you know, and I wanted to go through all these coins. I saw other people, you know, coin roll hunting, and I was like, well, I could go through all my coins, you know, which is essentially going through these ones here, and kind of re-find all the stuff that I found a long time ago, but I didn't know what anything was because I didn't have the knowledge. All I knew is that a bunch of them did not look like anything else that I was finding. It's kind of interesting. My other screen over here keeps moving around. It's like it keeps going and not showing me what you guys are saying. It keeps scrolling down so where I can see the last comment. This looks kind of like maybe another one of those 1939 S's that are very, very, very... I might have to make you a mod in the future, Logan. You are definitely persistent, and you've definitely been showing up. Yeah, this is like another one of those, you know, super, 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 super. I feel like I have all these 30s, like all these super doubled, machine doubled coins, like they're all from the 30s. And I'm sure I was so psyched. I just sold us. Yeah, I haven't even looked. You're watching my listings. I did just sell a Roosevelt. You're so right. You know what's going on my eBay store better than me, accredited coins. Do you have like alerts for when my stuff sells, or how's it work? You're the person that's constantly watching all my stuff. Yeah, I found the Roosevelts. I was really surprised how well Roosevelt sold. Like, I had never bought or sold them before. And so I just, you know, there were a bunch of like bulk listings of just, you know, kind of like beginner set of Roosevelts. And so I just, you know, bought them because I didn't have anything. And, you know, they were relatively cheap to buy. And so I bought them and then just listed them all separately. And pretty much every single one, like the last bulk one, I got 12, and I sold 11 out of 12 the next day after I put them up. And I was just like, it's one of those places that, you know, it's like, here, I tell all my secrets on the stream, but like really, like, if anybody's like looking to buy, you know, you have to know what you're looking at. But oftentimes when there's bulk listings of a bunch of coins all listed together, sometimes they'll, you know, be like the ones that I was looking at were, they were all different dates, but sometimes they're all like, you know, like 5 of one date and like 3 of another and 2 of another. And so when people bid on them, they're only wanting to win one. Most people just want to win, you know, one coin in the lot, so they'll put like a max bid on that, or maybe there's 2, so they'll bid on 2 out of the 10. And so it's like, if you look for these bulk ones where there's a bunch of coins, you end up paying like, you know, 20% of the value of the coins, because nobody wants to buy all these duplicates for themselves. They definitely don't want to pay full price for duplicates, but they will want the single ones. And so you buy the big group lot of them and then put them up singly, and then all of a sudden the people that wanted this one and they wanted this one, they then see the coin that they wanted again, and they come back and buy everything off of you. Oh, was that a Benson? Yeah, that was one of the first Roosevelt dimes I bought. And then I was like, wait, I just bought 16 of the same date, but I'm like, there, it's a collection. It looked cool. You can get sets really cheap for bin too, and normally sets are supposed to add premium. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly how it works with credited coins. And there are some coins that you just won't, like even when they're in bulk. Like a lot of modern proofs can be tricky to buy or to sell. You'll get, like say like the Lincoln Memorial Cents in bulk. Sometimes you can get them for as cheap as $4 or $5 in a huge lot altogether. Um, and same thing with some of the presidential cents there. Um, the presidential ones seem tricky. Like I bought a bulk lot of presidential, like, and I think actually did Logan. I'm trying to remember. Was it you who got the 3 presidential ones? I think it was you, wasn't it? But yeah, those ones that I got in a bulk lot, and I didn't even try to sell those ones. I just put it up for a prize on here. But like the president ones can be tricky. It depends on which ones they are. I feel like if they're not at least MS66, they're like really, you can put them up for really cheap, and you can have a lot of trouble selling them. But I think like MS66 and up are a little bit better off. I'm not sure if that's a stain. Maybe some acid. Don't really see acid on here very often. Yeah, and that's, I mean, like seeing the numbers definitely helps. That's where having like the PCGS registry, where I'm able to see what I sold every coin for, and I know, if I buy this, how much money I'm going to be able to sell it for. I'm not sure what's going on with the T and the Y there. But definitely having like a data set to look at and know how much won, it makes auctions easier. When you go and look at your auctions, and like let's say you're looking at a 1951 P, MS66 Lincoln wheat cent, and you see like you won that coin consistently between like $16 and $18. It's like you can basically put like a $16 bid, and if you win it, then you know that you probably got about the best price that you would get. And if you lose it, then you know that you could have maybe paid $1 more, but you might as well put your money towards another coin that you have a chance of, getting, because, people can't win every coin. You can try. I get ambitious and then I end up with like a few $100 bills at the end of the weekend, and then I have to pay it off, which I like to be able to pay everybody the same day that I win stuff. And so I'm trying to get a little bit more, like when I was just in the small cent category, I could pretty much buy any and every coin that came up for auction and not have to worry. But since I expanded to nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars, I've been finding myself in a little bit of trouble. Yes, I know you can get a tax exemption for buying, but at the same time, if you're paying taxes, um, I don't know. I just pay the tax on it ahead of time. Yeah, you can definitely get tax exemption for purchases strictly for resale. Oops, sorry about that. Staring at the chat, I thought I was zoomed out so you guys could at least see the coin. Yeah, and I'm not. I believe like a lot of purchase or a lot of sellers, they'll you can, give it to them like the larger ones, and they'll take the tax off of your. But I feel like I still see people. I don't know. It's whatever is best for your business. That definitely works. Yeah. And I mean, eBay before it didn't, most of the time people didn't even charge the sales tax, and so it really didn't matter. But now eBay it seems like almost everybody is like charging the sales tax. Give me 1 second. And check out this brand new. Here's Logan's page. He has been asking for me to drop for you guys. It looks like he has a brand new logo here. Let me grab another coin for you guys. I dropped it for you. Yeah, no, it definitely can be substantial. Not a bad idea. I'm sorry I didn't think to mention that to you. Yes, there are, I feel like most of the time my head is thinking about eBay. That's an interesting looking Y. I mean, it kind of looks like it is cracked in half. It's almost like a kid put it together with Play-Doh. Yeah, I mean, I do a Schedule C for my business, and I hadn't even looked into it. I mean, like 6 months ago, like basically in like the last 6 months, my business has just grown. So it was like years ago when I got a 1099 from PayPal because I made over $20,000. And so I was like, oh, okay, I should do a business. And so I've just been doing a Schedule C, but in the last 6 months, my business has grown so much. I probably should be get a tax extension like you're saying. I really should. I think that's an excellent idea. Yeah. I mean, it started off for my collection and it just got to the point where I was reselling, like initially how it was just my collection and I was reselling, as I upgraded coins, I would sell the other ones. And then it was just, I was constantly getting better and better coins. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I'm mixed with it because I feel like depending on how maybe the tax exemption it's not quite. But say like when I owned a storefront, the amount of paperwork that it was for that kind of business when it wasn't just like a small business, it was like a lot of work. It was like a lot of paperwork. And I'm not saying that it wouldn't be worth it. Like the numbers definitely should be worth it. Um, but I mean, I believe it depends too. So if you're buying stuff in California, it's going to save you 10%. But I would probably say like only like 10% of my purchases, maybe 5% of my purchases are from California. So the tax exempt doesn't really help you if it's not coming from California. Oh, so maybe you're not supposed to put it, if it's a tax exempt, you're not supposed to put it in your collection. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Like I was wanting to basically build, like I was like, well, maybe I should, create like a limited liability corporation, or like, like essentially like, I don't know, I talked to my accountant, I talked to the person who prepares my taxes, and they kind of walked me through everything and told me why the way that I'm doing, they would consider to be the smartest way to do it. And so I've just kept it the way it has been. My goal this last year was to try to make like 30% more than I made this prior year. And instead of doing that, I've like kind of blown that number out of the way. I've been like kind of growing about 30% a month, it seems like, for the past 6 months, which has been awesome. Yeah, so maybe I will wait. Excuse me, maybe I'll wait a little bit, grow a little bit more before I become an LLC. Um, and I think the other thing, when it's a small business, I feel like it's a little bit easier probably to move around your money. By the time you have, the business, its own entity, I think that it essentially, if you try to like use any of that money, like you have an emergency or you need to use it, I think that it's essentially like embezzling or stealing, even if it's from your own company. That it makes it very hard to use that money if you need the money, because it doesn't belong to you anymore. It belongs to a separate entity. This one's kind of interesting. I think it's just, you can see like a lot of what I believe is machine damage here. It seemed like as soon as Spike Ted Diecrack left, it seems like we're no longer finding the doubled eyelids either. But I'm not a tax professional, guys. I don't even attempt to do my own taxes anymore. That's why I get someone to help me. So I'm I'm a little wary about giving out tax advice on here because I don't want to give anyone the wrong information or tell someone how to do it the wrong way. That's why whenever I go to do my taxes, I go and seek someone who knows what they're doing, so that I know that it's done right, so I don't have to worry about it at the end of the day, which makes me sleep better at night. If there's only one member, it makes it easier. Okay, yeah, I guess if there's more than one member, then it's like maybe you need like two signatures on the check, and one person can say, "I don't want to sign." I feel like that I and Liberty over on the other side looked kind of interesting. We want tax ads, should be higher paying. We want ads telling us how to do our taxes better. Let's check out this eye. Let's see if I can move it over. It looks like maybe there's some damage on the T. Looks kind of flat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the eye. Huh. It's interesting too, if you look at the L, like it's fatter at the top than it is at the bottom. Looks like the B is kind of fat. Was there other machine damage on here? Or I don't know if that was machine damage, but maybe we'll look and see. They've actually got some like pretty nice, like the letters on here are actually pretty well nice. They don't look damaged at all. The die doesn't look worn. I'm not sure what was going on with that one. So I will give the warning out here. I think we got maybe 10 coins left in the stack here. And I think this will be the last roll for tonight. I'll save this other one for tomorrow night for a bonus stream. And I'll grab another one to be its companion. But yeah, I know I was doing till past midnight the last couple days. I think I am going to definitely err on sleep tonight. I think that it would definitely be good for my health here and my ability to like come on tomorrow night. But we still have some chances here to find a really, really nice coin, which we found quite a few. Sounds like something's exploding in the night. I feel like I haven't been hearing the explosions much. I feel like we had like a couple weeks off without explosions, so it's kind of interesting to hear them again. Yeah, I used to use like tax software. I don't remember why I stopped using it. I feel like I bought like tax software 1 year, and I've been using all the same one, and then all of a sudden it like lost all of my past history. Like I feel like in the years before it had kept all my history, and then it didn't keep all my history, and then it made me late painted or something like that, and then it just made me fall behind. Not a fun place to be in. It's much nicer to be on time with the taxes and pay all the taxes and feel good about the taxes. It definitely, like to actually get a tax refund come tax refund season instead of just have the money get taken and go somewhere else. I feel like the front of this one, just the way, I don't know if we can see it. It's like there's like a little bit of a beveledness, like the rim just, the rim doesn't really pop up, it just kind of drops off. I can't remember if we looked at the mint mark, so we'll zoom in here. Brilliant. Well, yeah, that's... Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to, if we all say our favorite things in chat, if then when the ads come on, we have a chance to actually see something we want, or if we don't want to see things because we don't want them to know what we want to see. It's so hard. It's like, let's show me an ad that is, an educational video about a really beautiful coin, or, show me like, 10 eBay hacks on how to, how to increase sales on eBay that really work that I've never heard of before. I think this one may be like a fire coin. It is super dark. Maybe like a chip of paint on it. Ice cream, you had to say it, Blue Sandy. Oh, Blue, yes, I want to see advertisements with just giant bowls of ice cream with like every topping you guys can imagine, just like falling with like a dreamy white background behind it, and just like endless whipped cream just being like sprayed, and just like a swimming pool full of ice cream and whipped cream and hot fudge. And I know what I'm gonna eat tomorrow. if I eat it after this stream, I will be unhappy in the morning. I'll have like a sugar headache. The US Mint, the US Mint, back to back, ice cream then tax. Since like the US Mint, it is your patriotic duty to return all the coins in your father's sock drawer and bring them in to the bank and deposit them. You should do your patriotic duty and take that jar of coins. Your government tells you to do it. Don't mind that the coins have silver value, just do it now. I know, I'm interested that, the government, it would seem like you could produce coins safely in a pandemic. I think there's another reason why they want all the coins. I feel like they're hoarding them all. And then I feel like I don't know, like here's my worst case scenario is that like, basically during this pandemic, we have like economic default on our loans and we owe all these other countries tons and tons and tons of money. And then when we default on our loan, that essentially makes our US currency worthless, which causes hyperinflation. Once hyperinflation happens, they'll have to figure out a new monetary strategy. So they'll scrap all the paper because it's worthless because they made like enough helicopter money to like shower on everybody for like endless days. And so it'll all be worthless. So they'll make new paper money, but they'll decide to use the same coin currency because it would just be too expensive for them to make new coins and destroy all the old. They'll just make new paper money. So this is like my worst case, like if our government and our country doesn't get things in order, is that we're basically, we're headed in a bad direction. So let's all do our patriotic duty and bring our coins to the bank because that's going to help things out, right? I think. Pedro for president. I'm down with Pedro for president. Is anybody else voting Pedro for president this year? I think if there's any candidate that I've seen that I believe in as strong that I've ever believed in before, it's Pedro. I'm super excited that Pedro is running for president. You just reminded me that Friendly's ice cream exists, Blue Sandy. They don't have Friendly's on the West Coast. Chocolate almond chip all day long. Like, I remember like sitting in Friendly's booths and like, it was back in the old days when like there was like bottomless coffee. Looks like there's a little lamination error on the reverse here. Forget why I'm even like searching around on the back there all zoomed in. But yes, I remember Friendly's ice cream. Pedro, it was from a movie called, I believe we're talking about the same Pedro, but there was a movie called Napoleon Dynamite, and there was a character named Pedro in the movie, and he ran for president. It was like just like super, super, super goofy movie. Where was that lamination error? It was like up in the U. It's like so tiny you can't even see it. Like I think it was like in between the loops of the U here. Birthday cake cut. Oh no. What now I haven't had the birthday cake cups, I don't think, but do they still make the holiday roll? That's like 7 different kind of ice creams or something like that, all stacked on top of each other. And then I think there's like there's like a couple different versions, but they'll have like sprinkles and like a layer of chocolate. And then it's like they started selling them in the grocery store. They were so good. And then it was like an ice cream cake, but it was just ice cream with like 7 different layers. It was so yummy. Yeah, like, we don't get good stuff like that in California here. I'm gonna write lamb on here, and then I'm gonna be like, where is this lamb? I don't know. Oh, that's sad. Remind me to tell you guys the story of Davy and the fat lady sometime. I don't call people fat. It's just the name of the story. I don't care what a person looks like. It's maybe I should think of a more politically correct name for the story, but it involves a Friendly's restaurant, but it takes like a half an hour to tell. But it's a good story. I'll make a stream about it, and I will probably get in big trouble if I use any words like I just did, because I'm not meaning to be mean to anyone. It's just, if you have a story, there's characters in the story. Davy is a little boy, a little brat, and I'm not meaning to make fun of any little boys, not meaning to call anyone a brat, but Davy definitely was a brat. But a good little story about Florence, Northampton, or Florence, Massachusetts. Nothing good in Oregon. Okay, good. I was considering moving to Oregon someday, Logan. Um, is there no sales tax there, or is it no property tax? I can't remember which one it is. I feel like there's no sales tax there, right? Or is there no income tax? I can't remember. It's got one of them. I feel like there's no income tax, but the property tax is a little bit higher. No double die there. No sales tax. See, that's nice. Miss Flo's Diner down at the end of the street. I remember sorry, I was having like Massachusetts flashbacks there. Sometimes when I'm going to sleep and I can't sleep, I go and walk around the old stompin' towns that I grew up in. It's kind of interesting. And then it's like you see these places that you've lived in, like decades later. Some of the stuff is the same, and then some stuff you wouldn't even recognize it. Just, it's like you have an idea of what things look like. It's like after this, I've pretty much been a hermit for this entire pandemic. It's like I swear I'm going to go out into the world, and I'm going to be like, wow, everything is completely different. Things have totally changed. The pizza guy Khan bought the diner. Nice. Or like the pizza factory. The pizza guy Khan. I worked at like every pizza place in that town, like Nini's Pizza, Pizza Factory. Um, what's the place next to Cumberland Farms? Um, It was like a Turkish pizza place. I worked there until the manager shook knives at me, scolding me too many times, and then I decided to work somewhere else. I didn't feel like working for minimum wage and having like, you don't do that, like just too many times. I was just afraid one time he was gonna lose it. A1 pizza. Yes. I miss East Coast pizza, but I feel like I get to bring a little bit of it here to the West Coast, but it's different. Um, but let's see. So tonight is Wednesday. Tomorrow we almost always seem to have a bonus stream. I should just schedule every night, but I just don't want to like not show up to a scheduled stream. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Thanks everyone for joining tonight. Thank you, Accredited Coins, so much for the super chats. So generous of you. Thank you so much. It's always fun bouncing ideas off of you or with you. Thank you, Seb Weber, for being here tonight. Thank you, Logan's Coins, for being here tonight. Thank you, Spiked Head Die Crack. I think you already left. Thanks for being here tonight. Thank you, Metal Detecting with Austin Simpson, for being here tonight. Thank you, I Like Old Coins, aka Logan's Coins. Thank you, Tomahawk Hunts Coins, for being here tonight, and thank you, AIFG, for being here tonight. Appreciate you guys. So it's definitely new here, being a YouTube partner. Don't really know what to expect. I'm sorry about the ads. Hopefully we get used to them, but hopefully they will generate some money, which we can then do scavenger hunts with, and we can do giveaways with. It's like I feel like if we get bigger, I'm going to be able to give out bigger prizes. I can do lots of coin prizes, but anything you guys want to see, just let me know. And I'll try to make videos of it. And I love doing this. This is like a dream job and dream come true. And I couldn't be doing any of it without you guys and all the help. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Logan's Coins, for watching so many of my videos and, finding the scavenger hunt. And thank you, Blue Sandy, for finding those scavenger hunts. Really, really appreciate it. Oh, and thank you, the moderator, for being here tonight. I nearly forgot you. And yeah, so I should be back tomorrow. I do have like another 100 or so coins for those that enjoy watching the short PCGS videos. I'll try to list as many of those tomorrow as I can. And let me know, guys, if you're wanting me to do more of the Coin Vault has open Mint Cello episodes. We have all the 60s and 50s to do. It's possible maybe we could start doing multiple of those in a night, because I know that they're a little bit shorter. Maybe I could combine rolls. I feel like it would be fine to me if we looked at, like if we had 1963D and we did 2 rolls of them, and then I just, made one stream with 2 rolls instead of ending it at 50. But we can figure out what's right and what's fun, and I'll try to do lots of research before I do the Mint Cellos. So that I can share the most, and you guys can, I know when you guys know which roll I'm doing, and it's all one coin, you guys can research stuff too, and then it's like we have tons of eyes and more knowledge, and we can all bring it to the table and find some good stuff. There's usually many, many, many voices in the background here, Logan. I try to do things when they're quiet here, but I haven't really checked any of the quarters for errors yet. I was wanting to look for W's and stuff too. Maybe next time I'm at the store I can try to wipe out. I do have one roll of California State quarters when they came out. I think I only have one. I might have 2 rolls left. But I know that there's a couple errors so maybe I can finally bust those open. I don't know, I was kind of I had a whole box of them, and then I needed to pay mortgage or rent or something one time, and I totally had to like liquidate them, and the casino made me bust open every roll. It was so sad, but like it was better than not paying mortgage. Amelia Earhart. Accredited Coins is correct. Amelia Earhart has been hiding out here for quite some time. How did you know? Good guess. Yeah, she came back with me on a trip. She's been my time traveling companion for quite a bit now. So thank you everyone for joining tonight. I wish you guys good nights. See you all in the future.